Hello and welcome again to Bad Takeout. I'm Jeremy Tonnenberg, my partner in crime, Mr. Kevin Crowley.
Kevin Crowley.
Kevin Crowley.
Checking in.
How you doing?
Good, buddy. How are you?
You know, tough day, fun day, but first day back at work.
Good for you.
Unemployment Gentlemen's Club is over.
It is Monday, you know.
So I am back at work.
Normal people do go back to work on Monday.
No, yeah, I was at work. I even got that text message from the old man. Finally back at work, you piece of shit. Way to go.
I worked. I worked this weekend, too.
Well, yeah, that's right. You were at Coachella, right?
I did. I worked Coachella.
The wonderful Coachella.
It came through. I was pretty much convinced that people were just like, oh, no, you know, you're okay. Like, you just stay there without coming out. But sure enough, I got a call, like literally the 25th hour, and they're like, would you like to be a part of it? And I'm like, abso-fucking-lutely.
Do you mind me asking, what did you do?
I was a chef's assistant. Assistant.
You were the chef's assistant.
I did so much Molly this weekend.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
It'd be hard to be a chef's assistant and be on Molly.
Yeah. I don't really know. Actually, I do know what Molly is.
It's pure MDMA, right?
It's the stuff that dreams are made of.
I only know that because of fish shows. You used to walk around like the fish shows, and people be like, oh, who's got my Molly? Who's got my girl? Looking for my girl.
Looking for my girl Molly.
Who's got my girl Molly?
Oh, yeah,
that's where I learned about it. I've actually never tried the ecstasy. We've been through this. I've never tried the ecstasy or anything like that. But isn't Molly like pure ecstasy? Isn't that what it's supposed to be?
I think it's MDMA, which is in I think like Robitussin or like whatever like cough suppressant stuff is. It's like the main ingredient in that.
And they use that in ecstasy, MDMA.
Yeah, and it's like a powder, like anything amazing. It's in a powder form.
If it's good, it's in a powder.
I'm just kidding.
See, you know how I know that's only true for me because I'm fat. Good things come in powder, like the little candy you would lick your finger and stick it in the powder.
Oh, like Pop Rocks?
That was good.
Or
I love
the stuff with the
cocoa powder. I love cocoa powder.
Yeah.
So I mean, good for you, as in you love all kinds of powders. Good for me, as in I like all kinds of powders that make me fat. Sugary.
They're all treats, whether they
treats.
be psychedelic or clogging your arteries.
It all is good.
It is all good. But
It's amazing how many. It's just funny how so many bad things for you are just so fucking good.
No, everything.
You know what I mean? Like, big giant Big Mac, delicious.
It is pretty good.
So fucking good. Kill you. Cocaine, never done it. I've heard it's amazing.
No, it's not. Well, it's fun, but
That's what I'm saying. It's good. It can kill you.
yeah. But I
Crack,
realized
heroin, these things I heard.
But those are more of in a rock form that you like heroin.
So this is going to be the drug show. We go deep into it.
Well, no, it doesn't have to be. We're talking about Coach. But first, I think we should let's start out on sort of a serious topic.
We'll get back to the chef's assistant.
Yeah, we'll get. I'll explain my weekend as a chef's assistant at Coachella.
But yeah, no, we definitely do want to talk about today that shit went down in Boston.
Yeah, I mean, I
was at work and it was.
I
weird.
got back from Coachella. I got back around 3:00, and I got home and I just turned my TV on as any piece of shit American would. First thing you do is turn your TV on, and so there was the Boston Marathon was today. It's Patriots Day, which is like a holiday. And
right, they don't go to school in Boston.
Yeah,
like
I think it's all in New England.
They get off. No one goes. Yeah.
And it's the
a big
Boston
day.
Marathon. Which is any other marathon, and. Two bombs went off.
Yeah. Couple seconds away, like a few blocks apart.
Oh, it's terrifying, man. I saw the video, and now everyone has a cell phone in their hand.
So there's a lot of footage, a lot of pictures. What's amazing to me, though, the whole thing, which is crazy, but there is some, like, the good light in this, I guess, is so many people, like, jump to help, like, within seconds. Like, shit wasn't even figured out. Like, smoke was still going, things were on, and, like, you could see the people that were there to volunteer, the police, the people running.
Yeah, they're ripping down the guardrail.
And to get to them, they were making tourniquets. People were like moving as quick as they could.
Yeah, I think that says a lot about
Dude, we're Americans.
Us.
We can take a fucking punch, but we can stand right back up and
it's terrible. I think the death toll right now it's
just
like
three but
people,
one of them's like an 8-year-old.
8-year-old kid.
That's sad.
It's terrible. I mean, these people were like.
But there's there's like 100 and some odd people injured. Bunch of amputees, like they say over a dozen amputees I've heard.
Yeah, it's and
Brian Williams did 2 specials at 6:30 and 7, so it's serious.
Well, this is the first, I guess, kind of terrorist attack that went down that actually occurred, because there were a lot of there was a there was a car bomb in Times Square like 3 or 4 years ago,
and it didn't work.
and it like farted and it
Yeah.
didn't go off. But that could have done tons of damage.
When I saw it on the news, it was a little odd because like you saw like 2 explosions in Boston, and I kind of at first was like, oh shit, like I thought, naturally I thought gas line,
Right.
something happened, mistakes. But then as I start, as an hour went by, you start seeing that it was 2 bombs. And then like 4 hours later, the news was finally changing, saying like a terrorist thing. So,
Well-
but no one knows yet.
As I was getting home, Obama came on. It was like 6
Yeah, I
o'clock,
saw that.
6:30 Eastern, so like 3:30 our time out here in California. And he didn't say the word terror or terrorist or anything like that because,
That was a big thing for Bush. He loved to use those words. That was terror.
terror.
Oh, terrorism.
Axis of evil.
Terrorist.
Yeah.
Terrorize. He
but-
loved those words.
But it's, it is a terrorist attack. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's like
Right.
some guy from like Worcester, Mass.
Right.
Or like a sleeper
Exactly.
cell from like Saudi Arabia or Yemen. Like they built these bombs
Yeah.
to like, do as much damage as possible. I guess there were ball bearings in them or something. They were homemade bombs.
There was shrapnel, all kinds of stuff to send it out. Like
Yeah, so I mean, it's we're not gonna spend too much time on this.
but it's shitty.
Yeah, it's
shitty.
terrible. All those people who went just to like go out and enjoy.
But I do
their
believe,
holiday.
I personally do believe in America, good or bad, and I do think that we will these organizations like CIA, ATF, FBI, CIA, they're gonna figure this shit out, and people are gonna
I think
heads are gonna roll. I think
I mean, and I have no
hope.
basis on this, but
course.
my gut kind of tells
we have no
me,
basis on anything we ever say on
No,
this show.
no, that's why we have a podcast.
That's right. If we had any real anything, we'd be on TV
would have-
talking.
yeah.
A real program.
Exactly.
In a school
We'd
somewhere.
be getting paid for
We get
doing
be
this.
paid, yeah, not two idiots.
Still looking for a first sponsor. Anybody out
We
there?
almost got one with your porn last time. What was it?
Oh, X-Hamster?
X-Hamster.
I
right?
did get my T-shirt.
Oh, good, wonderful.
Cool. It was really.
I put the bumper sticker on my car. I got out.
had these weird stains, and it was like kind of like really.
Crusty.
It was like a lampshade. Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't know if it was a lampshade or a T-shirt, but yeah, so we can move on from that.
But no, you were gonna say though.
Oh yeah, but I think
your professional opinion
my
here.
professional anti-terror opinion. I think it's a in-home job. I think it may be, and I have no basis on that.
Yeah, it's fine.
But I think that it's it's just one of these yahoos, who for whatever reason just want to do it. And there's no evidence. There's like really not a lot of information is being released.
right. They're saying they don't know how many. There might have been some.
Right.
I saw one report where they said they had reports that there were a couple more, but then the other report saying no, the 2 that went off were the only 2. But then I did see right before you came over, they said there wasn't enough explosives that could have been in these kind of packages.
Okay.
So it could have been way worse.
I mean,
I guess
yeah.
it always can be way worse.
Yeah. I mean, 3 people
So-
are now dead, and they're
horrible.
and I feel terrible, that, and my it's such a cliche thing, but it's like your thoughts and prayers go out
No,
to their
that's-
families and everyone who's affected by it.
Right away, I called like my lady because I know her parents are out there,
Yeah,
and
sure.
luckily her mom. I guess her mom couldn't get home because she was like because of road closures, but everyone was fine. Nothing.
I mean, Boston's an awesome city too, man. I mean,
That's what I hear. I've always
my
wanted to
brother went to Northeastern, which is one of the many colleges there, and I visited when I was like 16, 17, and I fell in love with it. That's like the first time I got like, drunk and fell out of a window. And, I mean, like if like the Red Sox and the Patriots weren't there, I'd be like, okay, like
right.
I love this place.
Oh, but they're true fans. Like those people, they're
Oh,
nuts.
yeah.
When you see like
they chant like Yankee sucks at like wakes.
oh
Like,
yeah, they hate everybody. Like Howard always plays like interviews with guys from Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the Yankees! I hope you die. And Howard's guys will ask a question. Like they'll say like, so if you could save world hunger or root for the Yankees, like if you had the fuck the Yankees,
Yeah, exactly.
starve. I hope everybody starves.
Yeah.
Like they just don't care. Like it's funny.
yeah, it's
But whatever.
It's all in that.
It just shows that they're strong and will fight back.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
and they're gonna be okay.
And whoever the piece of shit who did this, or pieces of shit that did this, they'll get their comeuppance, as
They will, man. They will. We'll find them.
Yeah. So,
But anyways, we'll move on. Thank you, and we're sorry, and our hearts go out to those. We're like professionals here.
not really.
No.
That was an awesome segue.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, so I
Let's
work-
get to this. Yeah, I want to hear what you were doing as a chef's assistant at,
Yes.
at
Well, for
Coachella.
starters,
Did you know you were gonna do that? Like, did you go there knowing, or did like
Yeah.
they say, oh, you're gonna be here? Like, you didn't know. You thought you were gonna be like a PA, like an assistant.
Well,
of
I
some
got a call like 2 weeks ago to do transportation. So basically, like driving, driving
right.
like one of the bands. One of the bands was Vampire Weekend.
So you thought you were gonna be driving them around like a go kart or something all weekend?
Yeah, and like transporting them back and forth to their hotel and just kind of hanging out and like.
These guys, these artists, go to hotels. I see. In my mind,
Yeah.
I'm thinking, do people camp out at Coachella? I've never been to Coachella.
Yeah, I mean like.
Are there campgrounds?
Yeah,
Or do people
yeah,
just
it's
leave
one
every night and
big-
go to a hotel?
I think a lot of it because it is like LA people's, so like.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
I don't think they're very camp friendly.
Let's not
Okay.
ruin my material just yet because I've been thinking about this since
You've been
Coachella.
brewing. Holy shit.
I've been brewing about
And
what I
if
want
you
to
were
say.
there, you would be disgusted.
Well, no, I've been to
not
festivals.
Coachella.
I've been to Bonnaroo. I went to the first few years of Bonnaroo, like
Yeah.
in the heyday of when like these festivals were like. I guess heyday because I wasn't in fucking Woodstock, but like I went to Bonnaroo.
A little different. But so anyway, so I got a
But
call.
we'll get to that.
I
So
got a
you're-
call to do transportation for this
Right,
band
right,
called
right,
Vampire
right.
Weekend. Cool band. I saw their set. They played the main
Vampire Weekend.
Yeah. I saw they played the main stage, so they're one of like the headliners.
Never heard of them.
It's okay. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Are they rock?
Yeah, they sound kind of
Indie?
like I think
Hippies?
They're hipsters.
Death metal?
like everybody else, man.
Oh, everyone's a hipster, right?
They're like alternative, but they sound kind of like Paul Simon's Graceland album.
Yeah,
Of course.
Kidding me?
It's got those like so. Vampire Weekend kind of has those African beat kind of.
Oh, I dig that.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
It's not bad. Yeah,
I always liked.
And they got a couple songs that you would
Lady
know.
Smith Black Mamboza.
Sure. Yeah.
I love Lady Smith Black Mamboza.
Oh, baba.
Yeah, we could do a whole thing here.
So anyway,
let's get to the Let's get to the cooking.
So that
this
fell-
was a completely different
Yeah.
outfit you're with.
Yeah. So that fell through like everything else in my life.
How did you score? So how did you score this one?
I kind of I Skype with them and I did like the sad walk and I was like
Right.
kicking like dirt and like oh shucks.
Oh, no big deal. I'm
So I'm
sorry.
like, no, I was like, so I got the call about 2 weeks ago. Then they're like, you'll hear from their representation. You'll hear from their management about all this stuff. I'm like, perfect. You can negotiate your rate and you can get all that shit. I'm like, cha-ching. So 1 week goes by and and my buddy Phil got me on the show. He passed my name along for this
right.
initially. So I don't hear for like a week.
Of course. Why would you hear?
Exactly. What was I? So a week goes by, and I so I call back this woman who called me initially, and I'm like, look, I never heard back, and we're like the show's like 5 or 6 days away, and she's like, oh, that kind of sucks for you, it's in so many words, she was nice, but she's like, yeah, that probably means that they found someone else. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, if anything else pops up, you got my information. As much as I wanted to be like, fucking bury you in the desert. I was like,
call me, motherfucker.
I was like, okay, got to be professional, got to do all that.
Right.
Got to play that goddamn game.
I've always said since we met each other, it's a game, and you fucking play this game.
And the game kind of
win.
worked. It worked out for me, because within like 4 or 5 hours later, I got an email from her saying like, oh, I passed your name along to
Because
RS.
you were polite.
Yeah.
If you were to said, I'll bury you in the desert, you probably would have got a different phone call.
Exactly. I'll put your head in a hat box. Like that won't get you work.
That won't get you anywhere.
So I get a call and they're like, oh, we're looking for a chef's assistant for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I'm like,
the Red Hot Chili? Are you serious?
yeah, and that is like one of my favorite bands from, like growing up, and still, like, they still kill it.
Who gives a shit what you do if you're there and you get to
Right.
hang out with the Red Hot Chili Peppers? If I'm cooking their, what are they? They've got to be eating vegan,
Yeah,
right? Are they? See that? That's
No, they're not vegetarians, but it's like all organic and like,
Oh, God.
like nothing with like a face and,
It has to be probably organic, hydrated with the best fluids and the best organically grown.
But they had like really nice short rib
Right.
and they had like really nice salmon, like, so they're not like,
okay, so
vegetarians.
they're just eating.
They
better
just eat like
farm-raised,
multi-millionaires,
like
because that's
like
what they are.
like a piece of like Kobe beef that's been massaged by like some little
Exactly.
Asian guy for like 50 hours.
Well, I mean, I look somewhat
You were the
Asian.
you were the little Asian guy.
Yeah, I was actually petting the cow and being like, "You're gonna be okay. Say the goddamn words," and then But so yeah.
Okay.
So I get the call to do that, and I'm like, "Oh, awesome, killer." And again, I don't really get any information until like the 25th hour.
You just knew you were gonna be going down there to be the chef's assistant.
They told me on Thursday that I was booked. So like those are like the magic words in this. Like, I'm booked. I got it in writing. Like, I'm gonna hold you to it.
Right.
So send an email. No response. Hey, I haven't got my parking pass. I haven't got like any information about credentials. They're like, stand by. Stand by is that's like stand by is about as good as
Production.
like.
You hear in production all the time. Hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
That's those are the big things.
So long story short, I finally get booked and all that stuff. So I drive out there on Saturday afternoon, pick up my credential, and I have a full access pass. I have an artist pass.
Nice.
So I can
I'm
go,
with the band, man.
Exactly.
I'm with the band.
So I was able to go everywhere and anywhere.
Right up on stage, VIP section.
Yeah. And all with this pass, and like
you basically got to go as every celebrity because that's how.
Without spending about $4,000 a ticket,
right.
Because I think that not even like the VIP badge for I think 1 weekend is $700.
Jesus, and anyone can buy that badge.
I would think so. I mean, but who's gonna spend that much to see?
People do.
Yeah, I guess so. But I had carte blanche. Like, went everywhere, anywhere, backstage, on stage.
And did you have time to do things?
Yes. So Saturday night,
after you were done petting the cow.
After I was done, well, that was Sunday actually.
Oh, Sunday you pet the
because
cow.
They didn't play till Sunday.
Oh man.
So Saturday I kind of had like the night to myself, and I had a pass and I had a bracelet. So
you didn't even have to check in with anybody?
No.
So you had your pass Saturday to go. That's fucking cool.
Yeah. So and it was totally worth it. And they paid a good rate.
You got paid Saturday or no?
No, I didn't get paid. Only Sunday.
Yeah, you definitely got paid.
I got to go.
You got paid because you got to go see a.
I got a $700 ticket to go and just be an asshole.
Right.
So and
did you party?
A little bit. I mean,
did you know anyone there?
Well, my buddy Phil was working there, and another friend Jen. Who you said
you saw BA, our buddy BA there.
Yeah, Bobby Allen, very good guy. He works in like the lighting world. Does all the
he said
the
that
technical
he's a cool
stuff. Bumped into him. Bumped into some other familiar faces.
What band did you see Saturday?
Let's see. I saw Pusha T. Who is a rapper, and I basically met up with my friend and a couple of his friends. So I'm like, all right, you guys know the way. I'm following you. Okay.
Couple bumps later, we were partying out with the hippie girls, man.
Oh, and dude, let me tell you, I have never seen that many.
California, and it's a reason,
and they're all over the place.
I saw a website. I was going to tell you, I saw a website right when I got home from work tonight. I saw a website. It was GIFs, GIFs, like little tiny videos that replay, like 2-second videos that keep replaying of all hot girls at Coachella dancing. Amazing, unbelievable.
But I realized that I don't do well talking to beautiful girls. Because I know that
you start to mutter and stutter, and
I'm a mutter and stuttering prick.
God,
and and I realized this even like last week because I went out on Thursday night. I played this little open mic thing, and after that, this girl's like, this girl and her friend, they were all shit faced anyway, but they're like, oh, you were really good up there, and I'm like, really? And
then you lose them, and they walk away, and they go talk to someone else. See you later, Kevin.
So there I am, like 2 a.m, just like beating the shit out of myself. My dick, that is.
Yeah, with a sock in one hand.
Yeah, exactly. And
tuba of Visine or whatever, Vaseline in the other.
2 liter of Mountain Dew and just a...
I don't know why you do it, because you're like, we've been friends long enough that I know you, and we go out, like, we've gone out together in, like, wingman situations. Like, you're very fucking funny.
No. But I do okay.
But then all of a sudden, you get a little...
I don't know how to close. That's my problem. Like, whereas a lot of my friends would be like, you got to get that veal. You got to pound the shit out of that veal. Like pull like a Joe Pesci in Casino and bring this
girl outside to the back and have her sit down.
Scoot over,
hon. And then all of a sudden you're getting a BJ.
Like I get all the way up to there, and then at the end of the night, I'm like, oh, so what are you up to later? And then they're like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I just kind of want to go home. But I got a number.
Come with me or not?
I got a number.
Oh, you got a number?
Yeah, of course.
I got a number.
I do. Right. It's probably like, the suicide prevention line.
So back to Coachella, you were dancing, talking to some hippie chicks, and...
but I had to work the next day. Long story short, so Saturday, that would have been the night for me to get all like banged up and do crazy stuff.
But you can't Because what time was your call time for Sunday?
Noon. So I could have.
Oh,
I
God.
definitely could have. But I was also driving.
How far was your? Oh yeah, you're not. We're not fucking around with that.
No. Especially in Indio. You know.
On that weekend, where they're looking for those assholes.
Exactly. So you know.
How far was your hotel from the ground?
5 miles.
And you had easy access, right?
Yeah.
Obviously.
I had like a parking pass that like I got to like.
You weren't waiting in lines. You weren't.
Like people thought like
You were someone important.
I would show my pass when I went in. They're like, "Oh, we got an artist here." They're like, "Have a good show." And of course, I was
Really?
like, "Oh, thanks, man."
Did you really?
Of
Did
course.
you really? And did you really? People really thought you were an artist?
Yeah.
Because you go in a certain entrance or
Because
whatever.
I'm like, 5'2" and like weigh like 140 pounds.
And
Like,
you have hair like a hipster.
Yeah,
And you're probably
exactly.
wearing your stupid tight pants.
I fit in there.
Did you dress like a hipster? Tell me the truth.
No, compared to other motherfuckers, no.
That's my thing. Okay, let me just get on.
Did I wear like a Boy Scouts of
Let
America
me just get
shirt?
into this now.
No.
This is how I feel. And I could be way off, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Shoot.
There's a lot of different people that go to these festivals. Clearly, there's a gang of people that go for the music.
Yes.
They love it, whatever. I'm from Chicago. I've been out here in LA long enough to know these people. There are, and I'm not going to put a percentage on it, but there are whatever amount of people there that just go because they think it's fucking cool, and they just think they're slumming it for the weekend. Like, this is their, like,
Yeah.
we're rich. This is like, we're spoiled LA pieces of shit, and if we go to Indio and we wear our stupid hippie clothes and we take off our fucking suits and whatever, it's, I don't know. Some of Coachella just drives me nuts. Like,
See, but
like I said, I could be wrong, and I could be the angry dick.
no. I think I
think it's a bunch of rich ass hipsters who want to think that they're slumming it for the weekend, going to some shitty music festival,
like basically like
walking around with the people, drinking crappy beer.
The majority of the people there were like, if you take like Silver Lake and like Williamsburg, Brooklyn,
That's my problem.
and like if they
Were to
both-
have a baby.
if they both like shit in the same toilet without flushing, like that would be about 85% of the crowd there.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like hipsters.
But hey, like I don't really care. You
No.
know, like does it?
But it's getting more and more hipster though every year. Coachella should be. If you look at the first Coachella,
But it is. No, everybody knows that. Like they're and I think hipsters are like, I'm not a hipster.
oh
Like,
no, every hipster I
Yeah.
know says they're not a hipster.
Not a
We have a
hipster.
friend. Won't use any names because it's just not nice. But we have a friend, and we were out with them. We met him up at WonderCon. We met up with them, and she was just there because her husband was there doing a panel.
girl hipster. I guess a girl hipster.
Oh yeah, believe me.
Yeah.
So we were just talking, goofing around. And I was like, and we were talking about where she lives in Silver Lake, and I was like, oh, you're a hipster. She's like, I'm not a hipster, and I'm like,
You call me a hipster.
You're turning into one.
No, I'm not.
No, I don't want to hurt your friends. I know some of your family and friends in New York might hear this, but you are turning into a hipster. I'm sorry.
How do you figure?
Do you want to get me started?
Please.
Okay. Over the years, your pants have gotten tighter.
Yeah.
Your pants have substantially tighter. You're buying skinny jeans.
No,
You're
they're not- they're not
I don't give a
skinny.
fuck. I'm not gonna argue semantics with you. Your pants, whether they're called slim or skinny, it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, but it's not 2006 anymore.
I don't care. Yeah, all I'm saying is your pants have gotten tighter.
Okay. Do I wear ironic T-shirts?
You're wearing a Converse t-shirt right now, which it would fit really well in Silver Lake.
Not really. No.
With your tight jeans, stop it.
Not especially. Maybe.
You love your mustache.
But that's only out of irony.
no,
Like,
it's not.
It is.
You like your mustache. You wear it for a little bit. You enjoy it. I'm not saying you're going to move to Silver Lake.
but that's just to go to like PTA meetings and creep everybody out.
I'm not saying you're going to move to Silver Lake. I'm just saying you wear your tight little polo shirts. You've become a little.
I'm
hipster.
fashionable.
You can call me. You can say any way you want to call it. Because I don't think that I'm not fashionable. I don't just wear ripped up jeans. I wear nice clothes. I understand.
Yeah.
I have nice jeans.
But so do I.
I'm just saying the pants have gotten a little tighter since I've known you.
It's okay. But see, I don't think like if being a hipster is like just by the clothes you wear.
Not. It's not just your clothes you wear. It's a whole thing. You're not like
Right.
I just said you're not moving to Silver Lake.
Right.
I'm saying you're just you're slowly becoming a little more
Okay.
hipster like. You're not a full hipster.
Fair enough.
I
But-
don't like hipsters. That's my thing. The Silver Lake crowd. It just I'm a dick. People are gonna get mad. It's not my thing. I don't get it. It's like I don't know. You were explaining it. It's just like the crowd there. Explain the crowd, and that's what I don't like.
Yeah, it's like, did I see like many very like cut off shorts and like You know,
the jeans, the tight,
very tight jeans,
wearing tight jean shorts with the suspenders and the mustaches that
Yes.
curl,
Yes.
right? That's what I'm saying. And it's just like the goth years. You're not an individual if everyone like you looks the same.
Right.
Everyone just is trying shops at the same Silver Lake fucking
Thrift store. Yeah.
You wear your what are those shoes called? The fucking, it looks like you're a goddamn 1920 going to a 1920s like banker bar. I don't know. Like the really nice looking shoes. They wear the funny socks with their jean cut off shorts, their white tight t-shirt V-neck, their suspenders, a few their little lame half gay fucking bracelets, and
half gay. So it's like equality for everybody.
I'm just saying, whatever. It's just like half lame, whatever.
No. Yeah, and I saw plenty of those, and I was actually thinking of you while I was there, because I was sometimes I was with people, but a lot of times I was just like, I'm gonna go
just walk the grounds.
Yeah, they're like, you got a half hour break. I'm like,
people watch.
Exactly.
There's nothing better than this. I love it. I hate them, but I still love looking at them.
Now,
it's a train wreck. That's what it's like a car accident.
Yeah, it is. But I think Coachella has just gained this reputation, and it's earned a reputation. I don't even think it's like, it's earned the reputation of like, this is where hipsters will go. And you will just be seen, and I don't think a lot of people go for the music, man. I mean,
they don't anymore.
Yeah,
I don't care. That's my argument. That's what I was saying.
That's the biggest thing, because I mean, I saw a lot more bands on Sunday because I was working. So I would have like a half hour break every 2 hours, and I'm right next to the main stage. And I can go anywhere and everywhere I want to go. So I saw like Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. You ever hear him?
I've heard.
Yeah, he's like an older guy. He's like British, and he was like. He was in this band in the 70s, and he's like this big guy, and and he's and he's there, and like the crowd doesn't really react, and he's kind of like Tom Waits, like he's kind of that step.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So you're not really like grooving to it, but it's very cool. It's very cool music. But there's people talking in the set. They're like, everyone's on their cell phone. They're texting. It's like. You're wasted.
And that's the thing. Like, there's no, like when I went to Bonnaroo, your phone didn't fucking work.
Right.
There was no Facebook. I'm not saying there was no Facebook back then anyways. I'm not saying I would be doing that. I took pictures then, of course. But now it's like everyone's on their phone. They don't want to be at Coachella. They want to be at fucking Coachella so they can tell everyone on Facebook they're at Coachella.
Like post it in Coachella.
Oh, I'm at Coachella with all my friends. Greatest time. Like I saw so many posts. And I'm not saying that I wouldn't be part of that. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying good or bad. I'm just saying.
No.
Do I check in when I go somewhere? Yes, I do that. I think I do like to let people,
fun.
But like every other post was like, oh, I love being at Coachella. Look at, and there's so many pictures of just people looking like stupid.
Yeah. I mean, look, and they
to each their own.
They
man.
spent their money. They can get there. They can do whatever they want. This isn't like communist fucking Russia.
Bonnaroo turned into a complete. That's what it just can change, and like that's what I don't get. Like I see a lot of these people dressed like hippies. Like they use it as their excuse to dress like hippies. There's no hippie music there.
No. Oh, that's too bad.
There's no jam music. It's all like, I'm not saying it has to be jam and have hippies. It's anyone that can have a good time.
But that's kind of what it's for.
But like when you went to Bonnaroo back in the day, or a music festival, in my opinion, you get like you see your Flower Child, you see all these hippie people.
Well, it's like when I went to
and it's like hippie music, and people are like doing their flower dances. But now it's rap, it's DJ. And
there's a couple.
But you still see those people dressed up like hippies.
There were a few like flower children like letting the music do the thing.
And
which is awesome.
They're there for the music.
Exactly. And all these hipster assholes are like staring at them and taking pictures and probably making some smug little comment about them to their friends on Twitter.
On rich kids on Instagram.
Yeah. But like those people are there for the music, not like to like, break in their Chuck Taylors and like, and to who knows and to like, spend a couple $100
and to get on Facebook and tell everyone you're there.
And again, look.
To each their own.
I'm there,
hey,
yes.
It's our podcast, motherfucker. We say whatever they want.
I'm there.
I don't like it.
I was there to work. Would I have gone? Would I have spent the money
Never
to go?
for Coachella.
No, if the lineup was a little more...
The lineup gets worse every year.
If the lineup was a little more akin to what I... Like, if Radiohead was there, if Pearl Jam was there...
Those are bands, though. Those are like bands. Like, a Pearl Jam puts on a show.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, Muse played, and they're a pretty big band. Let me see, who else?
Obviously, the Chili Peppers were there.
Phoenix.
Yeah, I heard Phoenix was a big thing, right?
They just did SNL a couple weeks ago. They're like, getting big. And Chili Peppers, who I worked for. So it goes, let's get back to that. So that was my job.
Right.
So
now we're at Sunday, you're working.
So Sunday, I get my credential, I get my little pass. I meet, the chef, sweet, sweet girl.
Good looking.
Yeah, of course, everyone. Everyone.
Everyone's good looking. They don't have like old,
yeah.
disgusting fat guys smoking cigarettes into the into the mashed potatoes.
They do, but you know, they keep them away.
Yeah.
But like they have their own little compound, so it's all
chili peppers.
Yeah, it's all in this like fence, and we have this tent, and it's all like souped up. We got like, you know, burners.
Are you eating pretty good too?
Sure. Yeah, I'm tasting everything that goes out.
Hell yeah,
I'm a chef, goddammit.
You gotta taste everything. Taste and taste again.
Yeah, you know, and I so I got in at like noon. Noon was my call time, and you know we get going. Flea got in. You know, he got in at like 3:00. His whole family is there. And let me tell you, he's the coolest dude I have met.
You don't even have to tell me.
He seems cooler
so cool.
than the other side of the pillow, man. Like, you know, and I've been doing this enough to know when not to talk to people and when you get that little opportunity to do it.
Right.
You know, so all day goes along. Anthony Kiedis comes in, you know, with his beautiful model girlfriend or wife. I don't know. I'm not sure. Chad Smith, the drummer, Josh, the guitarist, Flea gets in. So they're in there. Their kids are running around. They have like, you know, all this stuff. And they went out at like 10:00. So we're prepping throughout the day. We make a little, you know, little amoosh boosh and all that stuff. And so they go on at like 10:00. And yeah, so when they get off, while they're on, actually, like our job is kind of done. We start to clean up and stuff. And I'm like, you mind if I go check out? And they're like, no, go. And so I'm up on the left side of the stage and I'm watching like the first half of the show because I had to get back and help them clean and do all that stuff. I wasn't there to do that. But last night there were like 30-mile-per-hour winds because you are in the desert, in Palm Desert. And from about 6:00 to 2:00 when I wrapped, I had just dust in my eyes the whole time. And it's miserable. I wear contacts. So most of my day, I'm like this, just squinting my eyes closed and bumping into people because I can't see shit. And it's miserable. If you ever get like dust or dirt in your eyes, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, that was the only shitty part. Well, actually, there was one other shitty part towards the end of the night. But they end, Flea comes over, he, you know, thanks the chef and, you know, all of us. And I'm like, oh man, you had a great set. Had about 5 minutes talking to him. Wearing my Knicks hat. We talk about the Lakers. Talk about Kobe Bryant tearing his Achilles and all that stuff. And it was just so cool, you know, because you know.
That's just a cool guy. Yeah.
That's a huge perk of working in this business. I mean, I'm not.
The select times where it's happened, where you get to like meet somebody and it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
It works really great.
Yeah, and you have like, I'm not saying you had a moment because I'm not going to pretend like I had a moment. But you're talking like a dude and, you know. I'm not kissing his ass for 5 minutes straight.
Or asking for pictures or an autograph. Or
and I have never asked someone for a picture. No, I just think it's kind of whatever. It's not what you're there for. It sends the wrong, you know.
I've never been.
If I'm not working there and I bump into somebody like
oh yeah, I look around my room. I got autographs of people, but when I'm on the job, I kind of take it like if you get an opportunity like to talk to somebody when you're on the job. That's better than an autograph or a picture. I
saw a couple because like this is like, you know, so close to LA. I saw a couple celebrities. I saw Russell Simmons walking around like with like a crew. It's weird too. He was like with these like younger like Egyptian dudes. So like I wasn't really.
He's a weird guy though.
But he's the man. I mean, like
he's a weird guy though. Doesn't change the fact he's probably an oddball.
I mean, yeah. But he's like one of the best success stories of.
Oh,
you know, and I mean, guy grew up in like, you know, I think Hollis, Queens, right?
Something. He don't. He didn't.
You know,
grow up
in
rich.
like poverty, and then you know started Def Jam Records and all that stuff.
He's a mogul now. He's
a billionaire. Well, actually, I'm not sure if he pays taxes or not. But and then as I'm walking back to the tent around like 11:00 or so, I see the security guy escorting someone in, and I really thought it was like a morbidly obese like 10-year-old, and I see him walking. And he like trips over like a yellow jacket, you know, like the thing that
covers the wires.
Covers the wires. And I see him kind of like stumble. I'm like, wow, this like fat 10-year-old's like shit faced. And you know who it ends up being?
Who?
Danny DeVito.
Oh yeah, he loves that shit.
He's the man.
He loves festivals. He used to go to Bonnaroo, fish shows.
Very cool.
He's known to be around. He loves that stuff.
So he was back there and all that. So
short, fat 10-year-old. Bald 10-year-old.
Yeah, but he's like, you know, so
he was fucked up, huh?
I don't. You know.
In your professional opinion.
I think. Well, look, it was for real, man. It was dusty as shit.
He
People
could have just been like, out of
people
it.
were like completely like discombobulated by it. It's like this
And that's
is
the
not
thing,
what we're used to. You
Like these
know?
celebrities, that's another thing. I think a lot of these celebrities love to come here because they feel like it's a chance for them to just be a part of the
Sure.
people, just to be a commoner.
These are
again.
my people.
These are my people. These are my fans.
Yeah. So.
Assholes.
So at like 2:00 we wrap, we finish, because I'm back there next weekend also, and so we just kind of pack everything up, gets loaded into a truck, and it sits on site. Then it gets unloaded again next weekend, and repeat.
Do they do the same sets in the same show, or is it the same bands in a row?
It's the same lineups, so the same
Set-
bands will play.
They might do a different set.
I would think so. I mean, and like they played all the hits, like they played "Give It Away" and "Under the Bridge" and "Californication" and every one of their big songs, "Higher Ground." So I'll be back next Sunday and I'll do the same thing and have a little bit better idea of what to expect and all that stuff. But
They pay for your hotel?
yeah,
Nice.
of course,
And a decent rate?
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But and it's huge. It's like a several acres big. This campground. First night it took me about 20 minutes to find my car.
Of course.
But Sunday, I got there a little bit earlier than like the rush. I guess everyone was coming off like their Molly highs and their, their ether binges.
Got to sleep in on Sunday morning.
Yeah, because not what you're only gonna miss music that you're paying for.
Right. Yeah. We always got up to. When I went to Bonnaroo, like that was tough.
Well, you
because
guys camped, right?
We camped, and to be honest, I know it sounds stupid because I don't want to sound like the idiot, but we were there for the music. So like,
man,
we would like get up like at the crack of dawn.
Sure.
Like as soon as we could get up and get to when the first shit started, we were there. And then so let's say it was like 11, the first band went on we wanted to see. We were out there till 3, 4 in the morning till the last band went off there. I remember going to see Robert Randolph one night. They were all too drunk and on drugs, and I was like, I've always been like the sober one. Maybe a little couple doobies. Yeah. But I took a couple doobies, went to Robert Randolph by myself at like 2 in the morning, from 2 to
that's awesome.
5 by myself. It was awesome.
Yeah, Robert Randolph's good stuff.
But it's exhausting.
Yeah,
but not if you sleep in till like 3 and then go see the main act.
I got a primo parking spot Sunday. I remembered exactly where I parked.
Right.
It was like you get off the shuttle and it's like
Boom.
right there. And I'm like, oh, my feet are exhausted. I'm tired. I got dirt in my eyes. I just want to take my contacts out.
Take a shower.
So I get back to my car and I'm like, something looks weird here.
Here we go.
So I open my door and like literally. Like a sandcastle falls out of my car.
You left the windows open.
Yeah.
You scumbag. You fucking asshole.
I left my rear window.
The rear window?
Halfway down.
The passenger window, like back seat?
No, yeah. I left both of my rear windows halfway down.
Kevin, why do you do this? Why do you refuse to just ever think about shit before you do it? Like I'm almost angry right now.
Yeah, I know.
Like we're gonna have to end the podcast because you didn't tell me this before we did it.
browbeating?
You didn't tell me this before we got on the air.
Yeah.
Like really, I feel so bad for you sometimes.
I was so tired.
You love your car so much.
I do. I
How
keep
much
it
sand?
clean a lot.
Like what do you mean a lot?
Like this morning,
Could you have built a sandcastle?
a lot. There was a lot of sand in there.
Oh, Kevin.
And there still is.
I can't wait to go outside when this is over to see your car.
I got most of it out. But it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Oh, no.
It's in my. And then I turned my AC on this
And
morning.
it starts shooting at you.
And it's shot out. And I'm like, I deserve this. I absolutely.
You do, 100%. Fuck you. You do deserve it.
No one left my windows
I've always
down.
said to you, you do not get to get off for stupidity.
No. And I'll be the first to admit it.
I know.
So,
you mean nothing by it though.
I was so exhausted when I got back.
You just jumped in the car.
Yeah, I just got back and I rolled.
So you have to drive back all the way from Indio in sand.
Yeah. So this morning I remembered that I had that. So as I'm leaving my hotel, I take like 2 towels from it and I start wiping all the sand out of it. I start wiping stuff down. And
You mean like you opened the door and sand fell out of your car?
there was on my,
Buckets of sand?
on your armrest, like where you rest your arm.
Yeah.
Like I opened it and like it blew out. It looked like it looked.
You poor bastard.
And then, but this happens
All the time, Kevin.
Yeah. And then so
You do this stuff all the time.
I drive back. I get home. I'm like, I'm exhausted. It's just a long thing. I got a lot of sun. And what I like to do to enjoy, to relax and just kind of like just chill and just kind of soak. I like to take a bath.
Yeah, you've no nothing wrong with that. You've told me before. I actually fixed my bathtub and I fixed the little thingy, the stopper, so I can take a bath. And I was thinking I might take a bath.
Baths are good stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm like a Wild West hooker. Like I enjoy my bath. Just throw a couple like shillings in there, and I'll give you a good time.
A good time. So you take a bath.
Jesus.
What happened? What happened?
So I took a bath.
And you're probably covered in sand.
No. Well, I took a shower this morning, obviously. No. I took a shower last night when I got back, and I took a shower this morning before I hit the bed, before I hit the road.
Right.
And so I get home at like 3, 4 o'clock, and I'm watching the news, all this stuff that's going on, and I'm like, I'm going to take a bath. So start the water, and I think I'm on YouTube or something watching like a completely retarded video. And I'm like, oh my God, I got to check my bath water. And as I'm getting up, I see my shampoo bottle floating across my living room floor. Like
you left your bathtub going while you were watching
20 minutes.
You're
I swear to God, my fucking Pantene Pro V was floating across, and I'm like, oh my God, it went in my closet, it went in my bedroom. So now I gotta wash all my towels.
Oh my God.
But and it wasn't even funny. Like at some point, it stops getting funny.
It never stops being funny, you asshole.
Ugh.
You are so stupid.
I know.
I've said this our whole
and I'm a smart dude.
Like, you are so smart.
Yeah, I read.
But you are a fucking retard.
I know.
You mean it soaked out of your bathroom into your bedroom and into the family room too, like a puddle?
Well, it didn't get.
Yours Pantene Pro V.
It was floating across. I swear to God, it went into like, and I'm like, hold on. And I knew exactly because this isn't the first time it's happened.
Your stupidity amazes me.
I know it's good
because you do things that like people have done. Like I have no explanation. You do things that I don't believe. Like when you tell me these stories. I always don't believe them.
I have my bath mat out on my terrace right now, drying out. It's yeah.
Is everything dried? Did you get all the floors dried? I mean, you're gonna ruin the fucking linoleum in your house. Water soaking into your linoleum.
No. I that's why I steal towels every time I go to the gym for emergencies.
The 24-hour fitness.
Yeah.
You've been stealing towels.
Guys.
Sorry, dudes. I walk out with those once in a while.
Yeah.
Did you? But you got it all up. There's no wet anymore.
No. But it's in there. It's like, but hopefully.
What about that rug you have in your bedroom?
It didn't get that far.
Thank God.
It kind of stopped because there's a slope now from the first time I flooded my bathroom. So
that's right. Because my God, that's right. That's right. I forgot. You've done this before
now. Yeah. There's like an aqueduct.
You have an aqueduct in your house.
So it prevents like but like I have a closet that I keep like all my sneakers and like my
that got wet.
My toilet paper, it leaked up in there.
Kevin, you got to get your shit together.
I do.
You really do.
I know.
I love you, buddy. Like I really do love you, but you got to get your shit together. Why if you're starting and this is like remedial. Like why are we even having this fucking conversation? Yeah. If you start the bathtub, why aren't you sitting in there watching the YouTube? Why do you insist on going back into your family room? And how do you have no brain power to remember there's a fucking bath running?
Because today it filled up a lot quicker than it always does. I swear to God.
You were tired.
There's a Coriolis effect or something. Like that shit filled up in like 3 minutes, where it usually takes about 7 to 8.
Either way, why aren't you just sitting there on the shitter waiting for it to fill up?
Because I don't like sitting on the shitter.
I'm just saying with the lid down.
No.
Why are you just sitting there waiting?
Because then it's just confusing.
Or why can't you just get in the bathtub and wait till it's filled?
No.
Why? Why no? Why do you say like so adamantly no?
Because I have my ways of doing things.
You have a routine.
I have a routine. I don't sit in a bathtub while it's filling. What am I, fucking Mormon?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
What am I, Mormon?
I don't think Mormons take baths. Well, actually, they probably only take baths. Cold baths by candlelight, which I've done, and it's not that great. Yeah, so I got that going for me.
I mean, I hate that we have to end on a note like this.
I gotta clean my car out of all the.
You gotta clean your car.
Desert sand.
You have to get your house completely dehydrated.
Yeah.
I mean,
I got a fan going.
Kevin, there's shit going. You understand that you have linoleum.
No, it's fake wood, which is no different.
It's linoleum. That's what I just said.
Well, linoleum is like that shitty tile.
It's like fake wood.
Yeah.
That's what you have.
I know.
Oh my God. thank God we're fucking ending this podcast soon
Okay.
because I'm really
Yeah, I have messes to clean up. We got
when this ends, let's not talk. Just go home. Like really.
Okay.
Let's not go into anything. Let's just end this, and because I don't want to yell at you because you don't deserve to be yelled at for making mistakes.
Yeah.
I feel bad for you because I know you don't mean to
should.
be this stupid.
No.
The losing the car, the saying like you don't mean to do these things. I've been with you. Like you lost your father's watch. You lost your father's watch in
did.
Vegas. Remember the time you lost your cell phone? The other time you lost your cell phone in Vegas, and all of a sudden someone finally called my cell phone,
yeah.
and I was like, "Where's his phone?" And they're like, "Oh, we're back at the Mirage," and you have to
No, it was
run.
Paris.
We're at the Mirage, and you have to run back to the Paris, and
Yeah.
you're running down 100-degree heat to get your cell phone
Yeah,
back.
just terrifying people. Just cursing and sweating with like
You
a
gotta
wife
get
beater
your
on.
act together.
No, my act is completely together.
No, I'm
See,
saying you're
thank God only about 12 people listen to this, or else I would have no credibility.
No, you're a professional. When you're
Yes.
on the job, like there is no question
Yeah.
about it. You are a stand-up guy. I can trust you.
right.
Like you are a trustworthy people. You can be counted on at work.
Yeah.
You're never late.
Yeah.
Well, a couple times, but you're never late.
No.
You're very punctual. You're polite.
Yeah.
When it comes to professionalism, you got it.
Yeah.
You
I'm
have your act
aces.
together.
I'm all aces.
But when it comes to your personal shit, you are dumber than a box of rocks, and it
Yeah.
happens all the time.
Bag of rocks.
It really does, Kev. Like you do shit all the time that makes no sense.
Yeah. It's all right. Like I made it 30 years.
I love you. You are one of my best friends in the whole world, and I'm always gonna be your buddy. But you got like these little things, these bathtub stories, or like your shit stories when you actually almost shit your pants because you can't get to the toilet on time.
Yeah, but look, that happens to a lot of people.
It does, but it happens to you more than it happens to them.
Yeah, but they don't eat gluten-free cupcakes and fucking,
Drink Jamba Juice.
and fucking kale smoothies. That's a recipe for fucking shit-taster.
Everybody, this is
Yeah.
Bad Takeout.
We apologize.
When I hit stop, just go home, okay? Everybody, thanks for listening. We hoped you enjoyed Bad Takeout. We're gonna call this episode "Kevin, Get Your Shit Together."
Oh boy.